Week 14 of the North American Soccer League fall season didn't disappoint, with exciting and important results coming in across the board. Indy 11 got their first ever home win against an unlikely opponent. The San Antonio Scorpions exploded for 7 goals at home, and the Fort Lauderdale Strikers popped themselves right back into a spot in the championship. Let's get to the highlights. The week kicked off with one of the league's biggest rivalries, the Florida Derby, taking place in Tampa Bay. The Rowdies got off to a dream start against their bitter rivals, going up 2 goals within the first 40 minutes. After a goal from defender Tamika Makandawiri, English midfielder Daryl Russell doubled the Rowdies' lead with his strike.
Short one, maybe a shot, goal! Daryl Russell, 2-0 Tampa Bay!
But the Strikers were far from down and out. Just seconds after coming into the game, midfielder Sean Chin found Fafa Pikal for the Strikers' opening goal. Did we talk about Sean Chin finding Fafa Pikal? Because the two linked up again less than a minute later for the equalizer just before halftime. The Strikers completed the comeback early in the second half, and Pikal and Chin were involved yet again. Pikal's shot was saved, but Chin was there to clean up the rebound and give the Strikers a huge Florida Derby win. The final at Al Lang Stadium, Strikers 3, Rowdies 2. Indy 11 was running out of chances to get its first home win of the NASL season, and with big dogs Minnesota United FC and the San Antonio Scorpions coming to town the next few weeks, many were wondering if they could get the monkey off their back. Against the Loons, however, Indy was the better team, and Victor Pineda got them off to a perfect start in the 8th minute.
Rug, nice looking run. Pineda! And Indy 11!
Coming out of halftime with a 1-0 lead, Indy added a second through Brazilian striker Julian, who finished well from a Don Smart cross.
Smart plays it across, flicked in! That didn't take long! Julian with the goal!
That would be all Indy needed for their historic victory. The final, Indy 11 2, Minnesota United FC 0. Fresh off their big comeback win in Tampa Bay, the Strikers seemed likely candidates to earn another 3 points against struggling Atlanta. At the 25-minute mark, forward Ali Hassan got the Strikers going, heading the ball over Silverbacks goalkeeper Eric Ati's head and into the net for a 1-0 lead. The Silverbacks found the equalizer just after halftime, however, when Honduran midfielder Junior Sandoval struck from long distance. After Fafa Pikal put the Strikers up 2-1 with his 3rd goal of the week, his team would concede a heartbreaking goal in the dying moments. A cross came in and went off Strikers defender Rafael Alves and into the net for an own goal that gave the Silverbacks a dramatic point. The final in Atlanta, Silverbacks 2, Strikers 2. Up in New York, the Cosmos were looking to generate some momentum going into the final weeks. Head coach Giovanni Savarese mixed up the lineup and gave forward Diomar Diaz the start. The Venezuelan made Savarese look good, scoring in the 43rd minute to put the Cosmos up 1-0 on Ottawa Fury FC.
Looking across, bends it far side, headed in by Diaz, and the Cosmos strike first.
Fury FC made it 1-1 early in the second half through forward Tom Heineman, who has been fantastic this fall for the Canadian side. The game looked destined to end as a draw, but in stoppage time, Cosmos substitute Hagop Sharishian found the net just 2 minutes after stepping onto the field, giving the Cosmos a big win. The final, Cosmos 2, Fury FC 1. The Scorpions have been an impressive team all year long, but surely they didn't even see Saturday's result coming. It was one-way traffic all night long in their game against the Rowdies, with the Scorpions putting up a touchdown against their struggling counterparts. Walter Restrepo got things going in the 27th minute with a well-placed effort into the corner of the net. After midfielder Rafael Castillo found the net twice, Cesar Elizondo poked home from close range to make the score 4-0. Substitute forward Eric Hasley got into the act shortly thereafter, striking a sweet volley to increase the Scorpions' advantage. The Costa Rican Elizondo made it 6-0 with his second of the game in the 73rd minute, and that wasn't even the final tally. Hasley became the 3rd Scorpions player to bag 2 goals on the night, bringing the final tally to 7-0. Rounding out the weekend was a must-win match for FC Edmonton. They welcomed the Carolina Railhawks to Clark Stadium and wasted no time getting on the score sheet. Defender Milan Roberts was the one to get the Eddies going. Just 11 minutes later, the Canadians were up 2-0 through English forward Richie Jones. Forward Tomi Amiobi would end up adding a third to put the game out of reach. The final in Alberta, FC Edmonton 3, Railhawks 0. For a few weeks, it looked like United was going to run away with the Fall Championship as well, but with its loss in Indy and San Antonio's blowout win at home, the fight for Fall isn't over just yet. In the combined standings, the most noticeable shift is in the fourth and final spot in the championship. The Strikers now occupy that position after picking up 4 points in Week 14. The Railhawks will need to get back on track this week, and they won't get a better opportunity than the one they'll have on Saturday. A mouth-watering matchup at home against the very team they're chasing, the Strikers. That's the week that was in the NASL. Week 15 features 5 big matchups on Saturday, which can all be seen on NASLlive.com.